Culture Shift are pleased to present a series of career insight conversations based on our Creative Café Careers programme. The Employer Encounters showcase a creative professional talking to young people about their industry and how they use words and other skills in their world of work. Today we'd like to welcome Sam Willett.
Hello, my name's Sam Willett, and I started doing comedy about 3 or 4 years ago. I come out of university studying a whole range of media. So yeah, that led me on to kind of playing around with different social media platforms. Having a few viral videos obviously boosts that. The best thing about it, doing it for yourself, is you've got no one telling you, what to do and which direction you want to go into.
I'm assuming that you didn't always know you wanted to go into comedy, am I right?
It started off comedy performing at school, and obviously drama and stuff like that, but I think when you're wanting to do comedy, you sometimes telling yourself, it's not a proper job or a proper sort of career.
So say you were to meet yourself in from when you were 13, if there was one piece of advice that you would give yourself, what would it be?
That was a tough year. I would just say trust yourself. Just trust your inner judgment. It's taken me a lot to kind of find exactly my sort of niche and area, but I got there by sort of doing the broadcast media first, the radio, thinking I want to be writing, and then every time I went and done that, it just fell back down to being a performer and writing my own content.
How do you sort of come up with your different characters and things?
Start with sort of what's topical, so I kind of try and stay up to date with what's obviously going on. I just try and find where do I want this character to go? Is this kind of going to just be funny for a one-off, or is there actually legs in it? And then it's just kind of largely what I personally do is just improvise, really.
How do you take the words and the language and make that humorous?
The videos that tend to do well are shorter, and you just kind of have to be a lot stricter with your dialogue. Getting to the point of comedy as quick as I can. What's the quickest way I can get to the funny line? What's the quickest way of getting to the point of what's actually going on?
So how about the money? How do you make the money? How do you get commissions? How does it work?
Obviously, if you go down the YouTube route, you can monetize your content, and obviously that's paid by views. I tend to, as I said, it goes back to using my website as a showreel, really. And certain bigger brands will see what I've done. You can sort of prompt and send off emails and send off stuff.
So is it all about building yourself as a brand?
I think it's more about building your voice. No one's ever going to be able to take that away from you. So it's about building your own audience. I wanted to sort of discuss and break down your favourite comedy films during this period, and that can be a comedy series, it can be something you've streamed, it could be something that you've seen that's gone viral.
Films like Yes Man.
There's a great line in comedy that if I was to fall down the stairs, I would be upset. If someone else falls down the stairs, it can be quite funny, and everyone's laughed at someone falling over or tripping over, but if it happens to you, it's not very funny. That kind of distance comedy is great to watch, and it's got a very easy narrative. It's not going to take you in different directions. Sometimes it's great to watch comedy where it's just not going to be about any relation to you. You just want to sit back and laugh at it. So I get that a lot. Yeah,
I quite like sitcoms, sort of like New Girl.
It's interesting that New Girl, you would see it as a sitcom, whereas I might see that as a more of a romantic comedy. Sitcoms tend to be episodical, so it's it doesn't matter what happens at the end of the episode, at the next episode, it's a complete new story. With sitcoms like that, it takes you a while to start understanding the comedy. You don't understand the comedy as such until you've actually met and understood every single character, whereas sitcoms traditionally, you're trying to be, you're laughing from the off.
I discovered The Marvelous Miss Maisel.
We're laughing at the blind spots of the male person, the male comedian first, where it's we're laughing at how bad he is, and then suddenly we're then on the side of the female because she's doing a wonderful job of it. I think start looking at why certain things make you laugh. Turn that into your own work. You know, what do I want to get out of it? Do you want people to just, you know, not engage with it emotionally, or do you want them to just sit back and laugh, or do you want them to not? Is it just a sort of bit of slapstick humour where it's funny for 15 seconds and then that's it? It will give you a whole different outlook on comedy. Once you're watching funny stuff, you start thinking, well, why is that funny? Why does that work? Why doesn't that work? Nice one. Thanks for listening, guys, and good luck with everything that you're doing.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank you. Bye.